live on News8000.com. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter.
I'm Jeff Andrews.
It is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Another bone-chilling day out there.
Yeah, I spent a few minutes outside, I walk, and that's enough, that's an eye-opener, for sure. And then my eyes start kind of freezing a little bit, too. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's an eye-opener, literally. Your eyes get frozen open.
Literally.
That's one way to wake up.
Yeah, tomorrow another situation like this, but there is some relief not too far off.
That's true.
All right, in the meantime, a wind chill advisory. This is through tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. There's a watch. Did I say a warning? It's an advisory. To the south and west, it's a warning. We have an alert day through noon today for the dangerous cold. Everybody's included, all areas, and here's why. 6 below what it feels like, or that's the actual air temperature. 6 below Eau Claire, same for La Crosse. Sparta 8 below, Viroqua and Boscobel -9 with the wind. Here's what it feels like. 24 below La Crosse, 20 below Eau Claire, Winona 18 below. Prairie du Chien 25 below, 27 below in Viroqua. Minimal cloud cover. Part of the issue, we'll have a little more cloud cover today, but still a lot of sunshine expected. By noon, 1 on our way to a sunny and 5 in La Crosse, Eau Claire. We're on our way to a similar situation, about 4 for the high temperature with a fairly sunny day for us. Some takeaways, all right, your headlines, the bitter cold wind chills, a cold work week for us. All right, minimal snow, better temperatures ahead. Going to go through that in your full forecast in less than 10 minutes. Alexandra?
We will see you then, Jeff. Thank you. We start this hour with a list of a few area schools that are delaying the start of classes this morning due to that bitter cold. Riverdale School District and Wazeeka-Steuben School District are currently the only delays being reported on our website. They'll start classes 2 hours later than normal today. We will continue to monitor the situation and update you if more schools cancel or delay. To the campaign trail now. This morning, the 2024 GOP presidential field is tightening after former President Donald Trump's commanding win in the Iowa caucuses last night. Iowans who braved the cold yesterday telling CBS News immigration and the economy were their top 2 issues. CBS News correspondent Charlie DeMar has more on the caucus results and what's next for the candidates from Des Moines.
Former President Donald Trump took the stage, claiming victory after his projected win in the Iowa Republican caucuses.
I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together. We want to come together.
In his speech, Trump gave rare thanks to his GOP opponents.
There are very smart people, very capable people.
CBS News projects Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at a distant second place.
You helped us get a ticket punched out of the Hawkeye state.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley proclaimed herself as part of a 2-person race, despite a projected third-place finish.
Our campaign is the last best hope of stopping the Trump-Biden nightmare.
Trump is expected to carry the momentum from his win here in Iowa to next week's GOP primary in New Hampshire, where in the polls there he leads both DeSantis and Haley.
Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy suspended his campaign and endorsed the former president after coming in fourth.
This has to be an America First candidate in that White House.
The top 3 Republican finishers have campaign events scheduled in New Hampshire later today, though this morning Trump is expected to first attend the New York civil defamation trial brought against him by author E. Jean Carroll. DeSantis will campaign in Haley's home state of South Carolina before heading to the Granite State.
And President Joe Biden weighing in on the Iowa results in a social media post overnight, calling former President Trump, quote, the clear front runner on the other side, adding, quote, this election was always going to be you and me versus extreme MAGA Republicans. Closer to home now, Trump also leading in both Allamuckie and Winneshiek counties, according to CNN. In Allamuckie County, Trump has about 67% of projected voters. He leads Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at 15.5%, and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley sitting at 10.6%. In Winneshiek County, Trump is ahead with nearly 54%. Haley holding second place so far at 19%, topping DeSantis, who is at just over 17%. President Biden's re-election campaign raised nearly $100 million in the fourth quarter. According to the campaign, they raised over $97 million last quarter, making them the most funded Democratic campaign at this stage for the race for the White House. The campaign says the majority of donations were less than $200. In the Republican presidential field, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley's campaign says they raised about $24 million last quarter. Former President Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have not released their fourth quarter donations. Closer to home this morning, La Crosse police are investigating a shots fired call. In a statement, authorities say they responded this weekend to shots fired near the 1800 block of George Street. Shell casings were found during the investigation. A short time after that, officers were notified of a victim with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Authorities learned an altercation happened before the victim was shot. The investigation continues this morning. If you have any information, you're asked to contact investigator Tolstad or the La Crosse Police Department. We have those numbers for you on your screen. They're also on our website, news8000.com. La Crosse's day warming shelter will be open another day. The city announcing that extension as cold temperatures continue to slam the Coulee region. The shelter is located at 621 3rd Street North and will be open today from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. A reminder, the shelter is not open overnight, but rides are given to Catholic Charities Warming Center at 7 p.m. upon request. There's an exciting change coming to late night at CBS. After Midnight is sliding into the slot formerly held by The Late Late Show with James Corden. CBS's Danya Bacchus introduces us to the show's host, Taylor Tomlinson, and gives us a behind-the-scenes look at After Midnight.
There's a new face on late night television.
Welcome the newest late night host, Taylor Tomlinson.
Comedian Taylor Tomlinson is hosting CBS's After Midnight. We visited her on the newly built set.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor Swift during the Eras tour. It's very high tech here. I was blown away when I saw it.
The show is inspired by Comedy Central's series At Midnight. Comedians and some of the biggest names in the entertainment world will appear as guest panelists, tackling the buzz in Hollywood and beyond.
It's all just based on what's popular on the internet, right? So whatever's big on TikTok that week, there's going to be a game around that.
A podium instead of a couch, no band or interviews. After Midnight isn't your traditional late night talk show.
It's not a sit-down late night show. I mean, it's a fake game show where the whole point is for people to make jokes and be funny. So, I mean, I think it's going to be really fast. It's going to be silly. I'm going to be standing the entire time in heels.
Ooh.
You're welcome, America.
Right, and thank you.
After Midnight is airing in James Corden's former Late Late Show spot. Tomlinson will be one of few women to occupy that time slot.
Feel any pressure for that?
I mean, I feel pressure as a person. I don't think it has anything to do with me being a woman. I feel a lot of pressure to be good at this just in general. I think it is a dream job that I get to do.
And Tomlinson is excited to shake up the late night landscape.
After Midnight premieres tonight following The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Colbert, by the way, one of the executive producers of the new show. The time now is 6:07. Still to come on your morning news. A new report is showing the 5 richest men in the world have nearly doubled their wealth since 2020. We'll take a look at how the super rich keep getting richer and what it means for the rest of us. Spoiler alert, it's not good. That's in just a few minutes. And some container ships and oil tankers are avoiding one of the world's main shipping routes due to an increase in attacks. After the break, we'll take a look at how the closing could impact prices at the pump. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A town in Kentucky is taking an unusual approach to expanding its tourism industry. Lexington, Kentucky is sending a message to other worlds. The city's Visitors Bureau publishing an extraterrestrials guide to Lexington. It has images of the scenery in and around town, not to mention the molecular breakdown for water and bourbon. The city beamed the message to the planets up to 40 light years away. They also sent an audio recording that features local blues music. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning is after the break.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to a sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction, and don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Get 1.9 financing for 66 months plus $2,000 flex by cash on Bronco Sport. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Yeah, but I ordered it online. I did the taking. I did the baking.
There's no I in team, honey. There is an I in pizza.
Right now, get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
Good morning, glad you're with us. Destination time, if it's 6:30, you have 18 minutes to get there. Back timing, 6:12. We're below zero right now across the board, 6 below. That's actually air temperature. Eau Claire and La Crosse, 8 below in Prairie du Chien. Generally in that ballpark, 4 below in Winona right now. With the wind, you factor that in. The winds are generally about 10 miles an hour from the west. Winona, it feels like 18 below. Feels like 24 below, and La Crosse, I'm tired of saying below, below, below. 20 below, Eau Claire is what it feels like. 25 below in Sparta, Viroqua, 28 under. All right, our high temperatures today, not so high, really. Shelby, 5. La Crosse on Alaska, 5. Medoro, about 4 for the high. A little further south, we're expecting a lot of 4s. Soldiers Grove, Gays Mills, Steuben, Wazeeka with a high of 4. Viroqua, about 2 for the high temperature. Arcadia and Winona, about 4. Lewiston, St. Charles, further to the west, 2. Working our way further north. Cornell, 3. Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, about 4 for the high. Outside this morning, where I wouldn't want to be too long, about 6 below towards the 7 o'clock hour, should be sunny. 5 above afternoon time with a decent amount of sunshine as well. We've got the wind chill advisory in place. Want to show you when things are going to get better for us. Full forecast is less than 5 minutes away.
In your consumer news this morning, a federal court giving Apple approval to change a function in its smartwatches so the company can overcome that import ban. The fix would remove the pulse oximeter function, a feature Apple marketed as a way for customers to monitor their health. Regulators previously ruled newer Apple Watch models violated patents held by technology company Masimo. According to Monday's filing, U.S. Customs and Border Protection determined Apple's proposed redesign would let it continue importing watches to the U.S. Champagne sales around the country are losing their pop. Demand for bubbly appears to be steadily dropping after the drink broke records during the pandemic. According to the trade association, shipments of champagne from France fell to 229 million bottles. That's a decline of 8.2% from the previous year. Experts say the decline is largely because people feel less need to stockpile their home bars now that the pandemic is over. The mega rich got a whole lot richer during COVID. The net worth of the world's 5 wealthiest people jumped 114% since 2020, according to Oxfam. Elon Musk saw his fortune rocket 737%. At the same time, nearly 5 billion people globally have become poorer. For many worldwide, hardship and hunger now a daily reality. At current rates, it'll take 230 years to end poverty, but we could have our first trillionaire in just 10 years. One of the world's main trade routes is effectively shut down due to a recent spike in attacks on ships by Iran-backed militants in the Red Sea. As you can imagine, it's causing some container ships and oil tankers to take an even longer route, meaning they need more fuel and are taking longer to reach their destinations. Jen Sullivan takes a closer look at how this could mean you may have to pay more the next time you go to fill up your car.
The sound of UK fighter jets lifting off, part of a U.S.-led effort to go after Houthi militants based in Yemen. Backed by Iran, these militants, who say they're taking revenge for Israel's war on Hamas in Gaza, have been attacking container ships in the Red Sea since November. It's one of the world's most important trade routes. The violence has forced commercial shipping companies to avoid the area. And now, oil companies are following suit.
What you're seeing is a number of those oil tankers are no longer traversing the Red Sea.
Oil prices are already starting to tick higher. On Friday morning, U.S. crude climbed as much as 4.5% to $75.25 a barrel.
We see that the shipping is more restricted in the Red Sea. The price of oil is going up.
Gas prices remain relatively low for now. According to AAA, the national price of gas was $3.07 on Monday. But low prices may not be around for long.
We use about 100 million barrels of oil every single day, and that will certainly have an effect on price.
Summers says roughly 18 million barrels of oil travel every day through what's known as the Strait of Hormuz. But the situation in the Red Sea is so tenuous that oil tankers and commercial ships are taking a totally different route, all the way around the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. That adds days to the journey. Energy prices could spike, and so could the price at the pump.
According to AAA, the average price of a gallon of regular gas in Wisconsin is $2.75. In Minnesota, it's $2.78. That does it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:17. Time to check in with News 8 meteorologist Jeff Andrews. Hello over there, Jeff.
Hello. You don't have to wake me up. It's cold enough. That it certainly woke me up the little walk over here this morning. Stepped outside for a moment as well. Wind chill advisory across the area, our entire area. This is through 9 o'clock tomorrow morning till noon today. There's a warning to the south and the west. It's an alert day through noon today. Dangerous cold, frostbite, hypothermia, the main things to be concerned with. All areas are included. It's 6 below in Eau Claire or La Crosse right now. Feels like 24 below. The wind's out of the south. It's really west-southwest, about 10 miles an hour. For Eau Claire, it's 6 under. 20 below right now is what it feels like, with the southwest wind about 7 miles an hour. If you follow the river levels, the Chippewa River has been rising just a little bit. Certainly nothing of concern. See all this area here that's next up for us? Not a whole lot. We've got a little bit of cloud cover today. Kind of looking at what's going on the East Coast. New York getting snow, some spots heavy. You work your way to the south and the west a little bit towards Louisiana and areas to the south like Alabama. They're seeing a wintry precipitation mix, even some freezing rain in some spots. For us, like I said, just a little more cloud cover today. Generally clear skies. Not picking anything up on Sky Tracker precipitation-wise. It's a possibility of a few flurries, a few flakes this morning. Should have a decent amount of sunshine, same as we start our Wednesday. On the subject of snow, we should go through the rest of the work week. We get towards Friday morning. You can kind of see a little bit of snow, a dusting perhaps creeping in on Friday morning. The winds factored in with our temperatures, 20 to 25 below as we start our day today across the area. For this afternoon, anywhere from 10 to 15 below. A little bit of improvement. On our Wednesday, we start out a very similar scenario. Perhaps instead of 25 to 30 below, it's going to be 20 to 25 below to start our Wednesday. But over the 2-week stretch, back above normal. This is from the Climate Prediction Center. This color right here equates to, they're pretty certain that we're right in that bullseye of well above, or at least above normal high temperatures. Not seeing it over the 8-day stretch really towards the end. 5 for a high today on an alert day, dropping down to 5 below tonight as we start our Wednesday. Partly cloudy skies on our Wednesday, up to 12 for the high. 11 on Thursday. Now you notice that 8 on Friday. It's because we're going to have another bout of the cold Canadian air dropping in briefly. Friday, Saturday window there where we're going to dip back to really cold temperatures. Then Sunday we rebound to 22 and then back in the 30s next week. Alexandra?
Thank you, Jeff. The time now is 6:20. Still ahead on your morning news. These biting cold temps can affect more than just us humans. Our four-legged friends may also feel winter's nasty bite. Coming up, News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the tips pet owners need to keep their furry buddies warm and safe this season.
Coming up in sports, we go back to the high school basketball court. A bunch of our lady teams in action, including a big one right here in La Crosse Central versus Logan. See how that one ended up, plus more coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Hy-Vee hot deals are burning hot. Halo's Mandarins, $3.88 for a 3-pound bag. Hy-Vee Angus Reserve Chuck Roast, $4.99 a pound. And Lay's Kettle Cooked or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
It's time for La Crosse's 32nd annual Great Tri-State Rail Sale, with over 300 vendor tables featuring all scales, equipment, and accessories. Saturday, January 27th at the La Crosse Center. Come join us for the 101st annual Snowflake Ski Jumping Tournament, February 2nd and 3rd, County Road P, Westby.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
What's this? Time for what? Time for the Great Vanishing Act. All this must go. What about me? You're the first to go.
Hey, I like it here.
Really? Hurry in for the end of business sale at American Home Fireplace and Patio. Save hundreds, even thousands, over 100 fireplaces and stoves, all displays, in-stock grills, and patio furniture must go. American Home Fireplace and Patio, Highway 16, West Salem.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Get 2.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings on a 2023 Ford F-150, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Save every day with Hy-Vee Perks prices. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, Hy-Vee Perks price $1.99. Gala apples, Hy-Vee Perks price $1.48 a pound. And Hy-Vee Chunk Light Tuna, Hy-Vee Perks price 77 cents. Sign up for Hy-Vee Perks today.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. The winter sports season is heating up as we've got just over a month left in the regular season, with teams still trying to prove themselves, which makes for some really fun basketball. That's exactly what we had last night at Central High as the Lady Riverhawks were hosting the Logan Rangers. First half, Rangers trailing. The Liberty Sprain working the post. One dribble, puts it in, and that cuts the lead. Later, how about some defense? Sprain, again, getting a huge block. That has her team fired up. Rangers would end up taking the lead, but Riverhawks come storming back. Alana Simpson, pull-up jumper, nothing but net. We would be all tied at halftime, and then check out the ending of this one. 15 seconds to play. Central down 2. Simpson off the glass plus the foul. She would drain the free throw as the Riverhawks survive 48-47. Over in Caledonia, the Warriors taking on 7th-ranked Dover Iota. Tied up in the first half. Warriors' first shot misses, but look at Aubrey Klug. Gets the rebound, puts up the nice reverse layup. Warriors lead. Later, Klug with the hot hand, driving past the defense, gets the shot up, gets it to go. Warriors rolling. First half winding down, Klug finds Nicole Bance all alone, and Bance makes them pay. Knocks down the three, and then in the inbounds, Klug finds Josie Foster, gives it right back to Klug. She drains a three of her own. Warriors get the big win, 66-50. Then over in Winona, the Cotter girls hosting Chatfield last night. The Ramblers red hot early on. Kata Thiernan connects from downtown. Cotter up 4. And then the home team not slowing down. Madison Hazleton up strong, count it, plus the foul. And then you got to see this. Later in the half, Clarissa Sauer saves it from going out of bounds right on the money to Hazleton for the easy lay-in. Ramblers rolling at this point up 8, and that's when Caitlin Ubel starts heating up. First with the long 2, and then it's Ubel spotting up from beyond the arc. You bet. Cotter goes up double digits. The Ramblers kept it rolling all night long. They cruise to the win, 73-42. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
At Doll Auto, we've had customers ask, why are your prices so low? The simple answer is, we price our pre-owned vehicles to sell. When you're shopping around, we want you asking, why are their prices so high? Doll Auto.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Ever wonder why most window replacements fail? It's the installation process. Hi, I'm Steve from ClearChoice. Many companies rush through installations using the caulk and walk methods. They pop the old windows out, slap the new ones in, add a few screws and smears of caulk, then hurry on to the next job. Your window ends up barely hanging on. At ClearChoice, our Weather Guardian installation process ensures your windows are secure and airtight. Don't compromise on quality. Choose ClearChoice Window and Home Solutions for windows that stand the test of time.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's, Taco John's.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
I'm Kelly Wild. It's 102.7 WKBH. When my grandmother passed away, my mom gifted me with her Bohemian cookbook. I found one recipe for a soup, and written on top of it, in my grandmother's beautiful handwriting, was, "She really loves this." So I cook up a small batch, bring it over to my mom, and she says, "What is this?" I said, "It's your favorite soup from Grandma Palda's cookbook." Then my mom said she would make this for her dog Ginger when she couldn't go to the bathroom.
How much time do you spend comparing prices on pre-owned vehicles? At Doll Auto, we're comparing prices every day, all week, all year. Because we want our price to be the best price by far. Doll Auto.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. The winter weather is causing some area schools to be delayed this morning. Riverdale School District and Wazeeka-Steuben School District. Currently the only 2 delays that are being reported on our website this morning. We will continue to monitor and update the situation though. If more schools cancel or delay, we will let you know. A new study finds that mixing drugs used to help treat erectile dysfunction with common chest pain relief drugs may increase the risk of early death, according to the study. After looking at more than 60,000 men with stable coronary artery disease who also had a history of heart attacks, researchers found those taking both ED medications and nitrates had an increased risk of heart failure and early death. However, the study did not take into account how often the patients took those drugs and the exact drugs they took. A new study by researchers at the University of Florida found people who live in poverty and have chronic inflammation may have a higher risk of early death. Researchers found people who fall under that category had their risk of dying from heat disease doubled and their risk of dying from cancer within the next 15 years tripled. According to the Cleveland Clinic, some of the causes of chronic inflammation include autoimmune disorders, lack of physical activity, smoking, heavy drinking, and chronic stress. More than 100 million Americans currently under a freeze warning, including us here in Wisconsin. The Arctic blast is impacting everyone. That also includes our furry family members. Veterinarians are encouraging people to pay extra attention to our pets during this cold weather. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall reports.
Humans are not the only ones who need to be careful during this week's cold snap. Just like their owners, pets are also at risk.
If they're indoor pets, you need to be with them, go out with them. Or if the dogs go outside because they have a pen area that they can go in, keep your hand on the doorknob so you don't forget.
Kratz says anyone with outdoor pets should keep extra food, a clean bowl of water, and a dry doghouse. He also recommends taking extra caution when bringing them inside.
And we don't necessarily want to pop them up by the fireplace because they can't get rid of that. They're big, they're taken care of. But as with anything, exposed parts of the skin, so their ear tips can potentially get frostbite. Parts of their tail can get frostbite. If they're a breed that's not meant to be outside, they're going to get cold and they're going to get hypothermic just like we would.
That's why the Cooley Region Humane Society is reducing the amount of time they keep their dogs outside. According to its animal control supervisor, the frigid weather has caused them to reduce dog walks.
Typically they'll go for 20-minute, half-hour, even longer walks around the area here. But when it's the wind chill of -20, 25 below zero, we really limit them to only out to the bathroom and back in.
Heated water dishes are also a good idea for dogs. Casicaitis suggests using plastic dishes as metal ones will freeze quicker and could cause your pet's gums or tongues to stick to them. In the studio, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is furloughing some of its workers. In a statement to News 8 Now, a representative for the health system said 3% of the group's employees will be furloughed, mostly in non-patient seeing departments. That decision comes in response to rising supply and labor costs. The representative said, quote, providing health care in our rural geography comes with challenges, and it's imperative we think differently. It's vital to use staffing resources as efficiently and effectively as possible to make sure resources are used where they are needed most. The Wisconsin Supreme Court threw out the state's legislative maps. Now involved parties are proposing new district lines. An analysis of the proposals found Republicans will likely retain majority control in the legislature, but their dominance would be reduced. Republicans currently have a supermajority in the Senate, and they're one seat away from that in the Assembly. State Republicans would be able to override a veto if they achieve supermajorities in both. Now, a pair of consultants hired by the court will analyze the proposals. A report from them expected February 1st. Staff and students at Viterbo University gathered to celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speakers shared stories to uplift the legacy of Dr. King and provide a space for learning. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis has the story.
Alex Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929. Viterbo University does the celebration yearly to educate.
We can use the lessons of Dr. Martin Luther King as we move together as a just society, as we move together as a welcoming society, recognizing the fact there's more that unites us than divides us as a people.
Senator Brad Pfaff sent his Facebook post out in honor of MLK Day before he arrived at Viterbo for the day of service, learning, and celebration of Dr. King's legacy. He says he has the ultimate respect for Dr. King and has learned a lot from the late Reverend.
we can continue to move forward as a society, and we move forward as a society in which we welcome one another and we continue to build a sense of community.
Dr. Melissa Murray, the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Viterbo, says that today is all about 2 words.
Education and appreciation for areas of difference, for understanding, and for learning and hearing other people's perspectives in a way that is non-judgmental, is celebratory.
Attendees learned the city of La Crosse was the 5th whitest city in the U.S. in the early 1900s, a statistic Dr. Murray says makes this day even more important for the region.
I think especially important in a predominantly white community to be able to understand and hear the voices and perspectives of people that are different from us, and to understand the value in the diversity that they bring in total to the community.
Later that evening, the 2024 MLK Junior Leadership Award was given to Will Van Roosenbeek, who has worked in the community for 31 years.
I am beyond blessed, honored, and overjoyed to introduce tonight's 2024 Martin Luther King Jr. Leadership Award recipient, Will Van Roosenbeek.
Now, Van Roosenbeek has been a leader in the LGBTQ plus community for many years and received this award for his efforts. He is also the director of the Pride Center at UWO. Alex.
Thank you, Shaq. The time now is 6:35. Here's News 8 meteorologist Jeff Andrews to tell us what to expect for our morning commute. It's a cold one out there, Jeff. Goes without saying, I guess.
Yeah, we have an alert day in place. Again, it's through noon today. Although the cold's going to go beyond today, caution in your commute for several reasons. Hopefully you've prepped your car. If you haven't, you found out kind of the hard way. That's probably one of the first steps, and certainly dress accordingly. I mean, as you're going to make your way into your vehicle, and it takes a bit to warm up, right? Lots of sunshine ahead for our day today, some passing clouds. Here's where we sit right now, below 0 across the area. -6 below in La Crosse and Eau Claire. Winona, it's 4 below. Red Wing, the same situation. 8 below in Prairie du Chien. Boscobel, it's -9 with a wind, which is about 10 miles an hour, give or take, out of the west. Makes it feel like 24 below. La Crosse, 20 below in Eau Claire. Winona, 15 below. 24 below for Boscobel. 23 below in Prairie du Chien right now. Minimal cloud cover. We do have a little bit streaming in. Just a little bit of cloud cover today, not picking up on any snow quite yet. 5 are likely high today for La Crosse, fairly sunny. With a wind chill advisory in place, the winds 5 to 15, gusting upwards of 20-25. Tonight down to 5. In Eau Claire today, fairly sunny, expecting a high around 4 with west-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, then dropping down to -4, 4 below as we start out our Wednesday. Once again, it's an alert day. We do have some warmer temperatures for real to show you. I'll have that in your full forecast. That is coming up. I'll have that next for you, but we do have the Buzz Report on the way. It's going to follow that. Coming up, last night was the year's biggest night in TV, that is. We're going to take a look at the 75th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards in just a few minutes. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, who are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla have depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Hey man, thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks guys. I'll be here all night. You see that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Good morning, glad you're with us. Almost 6:45. It's about 6:41 right now. Wind chill advisory in place. This is through 9 a.m. tomorrow. There's a warning to the south and west. We're kind of close to the warning criteria. Our biggest concerns on alert day, okay, the potential for hypothermia and also frostbite. When it's 30 minutes-ish, exposed skin to get frostbitten. 15 below, which is where we're closer to. Well, pretty close, 15 minutes it takes roughly. Some of the signs, your skin's cold, it tingles, a rubbery feel to your skin, a numbness, also color, discoloration, white, pale, bluish gray. All right, right now it's 6 below in La Crosse, -6, -24 is what it feels like. Southwest wind about 10 miles an hour. The Mississippi has been slowly falling a bit. Feels like 20 below right now in Eau Claire. The air temperature -6. Southwest wind about 7 miles an hour. What's ahead for us? It's actually fairly quiet to the west of us. We've got a little bit of cloud cover streaming in from the north. On top of that, the cold air. Kind of watching what's going on. Here's New York, Washington, D.C., all the way to Atlanta. Goes from snow, heavy snow in spots, to various forms of rain, wintry mix, even some freezing precipitation too. Fairly deep in the southeast. Like I said, just a little bit of cloud cover streaming in for us today, but actually a fairly sunny day for us. Sky Tracker wants to add a little more cloud cover than I think that we're going to get today. Our Wednesday should be a similar scenario, maybe a little more cloud cover on our Wednesday. No snow picked up on Sky Tracker, but as we get towards Friday, here's Friday morning towards 9 a.m. You can see potentially a dusting in spots across the area at that. We'll see how it shapes up. This is a longer range model. It's Tuesday. We have a few days, but we're really in a drier stretch. And with that wind and the temperatures combined, here's kind of what it feels like today. You get towards noon. Eau Claire, 1. The actual air temperature, 17 below, is what it's going to feel like. La Crosse, the same scenario. Let's take you to the afternoon, kind of where we hit our peak temperatures as far as our quote-unquote high. We'll look at 3 o'clock. 4 Eau Claire, feels like 13 below. La Crosse, 5, feels like 12 below. And then we head back to very frigid temperatures as we work our way into our Wednesday. Here's kind of why. The Arctic high bringing all that cold air this far south. As you can see, here's Memphis right here. That's as of today, but watch as we shift a little bit. It looks like we're heading the right direction, which we are kind of, but then we get towards Friday and then another round of this Arctic air drops in over our area briefly, and then we got a ridge building in, and we get the southerly flow of some warmer conditions as we head towards the early portion of next week, as you can see here. Alert day today, up to 5 for the high on a fairly sunny Tuesday, dropping to 5 below tonight. For tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, high of 12 on our Wednesday, 11 on our Thursday. Friday, we dip back to 8. We work our way back above freezing early next week.
In our Morning Buzz report, Pixar Disney Studios announcing plans for layoffs. The maker of the Toy Story franchise says it plans to slash its staffing levels. The move comes after a difficult year at the box office for the studio. 2023 saw a number of misses for Pixar. It's not yet been announced which shows and planned movies will be affected by the layoffs. Last summer, Disney laid off more than 7,000 employees, or roughly 3% of its global workforce.
If you want to solve a crime, you must first learn to see through the illusion. Details matter.
That was a quick look at Death and Other Details. The mystery drama explores a murder aboard a luxury cruise liner. It stars Imogene Scott, Lauren Patton, and Rahul Kohli. Death and Other Details is out on Hulu later today.
In the TV Academy, thank you, Mom and Dad. You nurtured what I had in me. Dennis Lehane, Taron Egerton, their talent can move boulders. If I look tall, it's because I'm standing on both of their shoulders.
We have released into the wild hundreds of drag queens.
Last night was the biggest night in television, the 75th annual Primetime Emmy Awards. The ceremony was originally set to take place back in September. It was delayed, though, due to the Hollywood writers and actors strikes. The awards were hosted by Black-ish star Anthony Anderson.
Probably not like a dream to emigrate to this country and have your child be like, I want to do improv, but you're real ones.
And the Emmy goes to Succession.
Succession was a big winner of the night, along with The Bear and Ali Wong's Beef. Succession and The Bear each winning 6 awards in major categories, while Beef took home 5. Elton John officially achieved EGOT status, winning an Emmy for Best Variety Special. With the win, the Rocket Man singer becomes just the 25th person in history to win at least one Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Exciting night there. Do you watch any of those shows, Jeff, the big winners of the night?
No.
No.
Rocket Man, I missed that. I saw the movie.
Oh, yes, that was a good
very
movie.
good.
Yeah. I mean, much deserved for Elton John. He is definitely multi-talented.
Yes.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. If you were looking for a birthday you submitted yesterday, we had some technical difficulties, but we have them today. Here they are.
I don't know, Alex. Well, I don't know if we want to touch your birthday.
Oh.
It was her birthday.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Aiden turns 8 today. He loves playing Foursquare, practicing karate, laying outside.
And Evelyn is turning 8 years old today. She loves Harry Potter, eating candy, and playing with her friends.
Barb is 88 today. She likes volunteering, also making fudge.
If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
That's right, upload the photo, news8000.com. There's a Submit Photos tab. It's right on the homepage.
And stay with us. We have everything you need to know today in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is up next.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, the first in the nation votes. They've been cast, and we've got a winner in Iowa. Tony continues to lead our team coverage. We're going to analyze the results, and we ask voters this question: what do they love about America? Plus, Republican presidential candidate, that's Nikki Haley, joins us live. An award-winning journalist, Michelle Norris, will be here to talk about her new book, where she asked Americans to talk about race in just 6 words. Try doing that. Their answers are very interesting. And you all remember the very talented Sofia Vergara as a housewife in Modern Family. Yeah, we do. She was great fun. Well, her latest project has her playing a ruthless killer, and she'll tell us how she transformed herself for the role. She says it's one of the hardest things she's ever done. We're going to see you at 7 o'clock on the dot.
Hardee's Double Deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference. by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Made in America Showplace Cabinetry is the solid foundation for your new kitchen. Styles and features from simple to spectacular. Showplace offers all the modern features you want. The board store designers delight in helping you choose the cabinets, countertops, sink, backsplash flooring, and lighting that make your dream kitchen a reality. Enjoy peace of mind knowing your kitchen will be installed by the board store's carpenters, plumbers, and electrician. Showplace Cabinets and the Board Store, your winning combination. Get started today.
Honey, where are the kids?
I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat.
You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire.
Maybe it's that plug vent.
Maybe it's the bad igniter.
Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor.
Or maybe...
Why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
With winter here, our job hasn't changed.
We have a winter storm warning in place, all the area you see in the pink.
The First Warn Weather Team is always ready to keep you safe and ahead of winter's worst.
This is what we're watching here.
So right now we do have that alert day for tonight and tomorrow for the snow. Temps, they're gonna get cold as we're talking 25 to 30 below, and you can always get us no matter where you are.
I want to keep you ahead of the game, keep you alert.
Keeping you safe. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Every day, our commitment begins again. But it doesn't end when the newscast is done. We're always on and where you can find us. The source you rely on. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. The winter weather is causing some area schools to be delayed this morning. Riverdale School District and Wazeeka-Steuben School District currently the only delays being reported on our website this morning. We will continue to update you if more schools cancel or delay. La Crosse police are investigating a shots fired call. In a statement, authorities say they responded this weekend to shots fired near the 1800 block of George Street. Shell casings were found during the investigation. A short time later, officers were notified of a victim with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Authorities learned an altercation happened before the victim was shot. The investigation is ongoing. If you have any information, you're asked to contact investigator Tolstad or the La Crosse Police Department. Those numbers right there on your screen. We also have them posted for you on our website, news8000.com. La Crosse's day warming shelter will be open another day. The city announcing the extension as cold temperatures continue to slam the region. The shelter is located at 621 3rd Street North. It'll be open today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A reminder, the shelter is not open overnight. Rides will be given, though, to Catholic Charities Warming Center at 7 p.m. upon request. Donald Trump is leading the caucuses in both Allamuckie and Winneshiek counties, according to CNN. In Allamuckie, Trump has about 67% of the vote. He leads Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is at 15.5%, and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is at 10.6%. In Winneshiek County, Trump is ahead with nearly 54%. Haley holding second place so far at 19%, topping DeSantis at just over 17%. Marshfield Clinic Health System is furloughing some of its workers. In a statement to News 8 Now, a representative for the health system said 3% of the group's employees will be furloughed, mostly in non-patient seeing departments. The decision comes in response to rising supply and labor costs. The representative said, quote, providing health care in our rural geography comes with challenges and it's imperative we think differently. He added it's vital to use, quote, staffing resources as efficiently and effectively as possible to make sure resources are used where they are needed most. The Wisconsin Supreme Court threw out the state's legislative maps now involves parties are proposing new district lines. An analysis of the proposals found Republicans likely will retain majority control in the legislature, but their dominance would be reduced. Republicans currently have a supermajority in the Senate, and they're one seat away from that in the Assembly. State Republicans would be able to override a veto if they achieve supermajorities in both. Now, a pair of consultants hired by the court will analyze the proposals. A report is expected February 1st. Viterbo University held a celebration of life for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the Fine Arts Center. Students gathered as the celebration started with a prayer service, then transitioned to UWL public historian Dr. Ariel Bajot speaking on the Hear Hear Project, a social justice project that lifts the stories of marginalized groups in lacrosse's history. Dr. Melissa Murray explains why this day is an important day for the city of La Crosse.
I think especially important in a predominantly white community to be able to understand and hear the voices and perspectives of people that are different from us and to understand the value in the diversity that they bring in total to the community.
Viterbo also held an award ceremony to present the 2024 MLK Leadership Award.
Wind chill advisory for us today. In fact, through 9 o'clock on our Wednesday morning. It's alert weather day as well. Here's how we progress today. Decent amount of sunshine. By 11 o'clock, we're up to 0. Winds west, 10 to 15 miles an hour today. So we're going to have that breeze, adding that chill. We roll towards 3 o'clock, mostly sunny, and 5.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Then we got the 5 below tonight. All right, we're going to be below a handful of nights yet, but then next week.
Yes, we've got to get through this week, and then we've got some relief on the way. At least the sun is going to come out, though.
Yes. We get to use our sunglasses. That's been kind of limited the last month.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it was like almost weird seeing the sun. I felt like I was in a different place, like on vacation or something.
You're close to the Arctic Circle where it's the sun for like on a week straight.
Yeah, you get so used to not seeing it. But yeah, dig out those sunglasses if you can, but don't be fooled by the sun because it is still freezing.
Yes.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here at noon.